that keeps you one step ahead. Jersey Central with Bert Barron on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
It is 7:09. Good morning to you. It's hour number 2 of Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It's Bert. Hello there. We're going to do our contest a little bit later on. Got some tickets to the New York Renaissance Fair to give away. Special guest who is joining me on the Miller Lite Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline. We're going to talk about the loss yesterday of the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. And with me is the Director of Communications of State Theater New Jersey. And, of course, for several years, I've had the privilege of co-hosting a program here, a weekly show called All Access with State Theater New Jersey, where we talk about upcoming shows and events. And Kelly Blithe is with me here today to remember the late, great Aretha Franklin. Kelly, good morning. It's Bert. How you doing today?
Good, Bert. How are you?
I'm good. One of the rare performers, I think, throughout history that you just say the first name, Aretha, and everybody knows immediately who you're talking about. And there will never be another person like Aretha Franklin, I think.
I mean, I agree. I remember back when we first booked Aretha in 2006. It was one of my early days at the State Theater, so I was pretty new back then. And, yeah, you said Aretha, and it was like, is this for real? Is this happening? Is Aretha really coming? And I just remember that excitement that, I mean, the Queen of Soul coming to the State Theater for the first time ever, and that feeling, it just never went away.
Yeah, and it's one of these just rare performers that you're probably like, wait a minute, Aretha Franklin's going to be in this building on this stage? Are you kidding me? It had to be almost like a surreal kind of moment. And
it was, Bert. It really was. I mean, again, I was pretty new in 2006, so, like, you could have told me anything, and I would have been like, I don't know what's happening, what's going on? And, it was just a dream come true, and sold-out show, needless to say, and, hit after hit after hit, and, between the staff and the audience, it was just a really true night to remember, and in more ways than one, and, I know that a lot of people know that Aretha was pretty old school, and she really took care of her voice. And I remember that it was a May 9th. It was May 9th, and I remember that we learned that she didn't want the air conditioning to be on because that kind of messes with her voice.
Wow!
And it happened to be a pretty hot and sticky May night, and. It's Aretha Franklin, so you don't want to mess with her voice, and, she knows what she needs. And so we had to turn the air conditioning off, and I remember we all sweated it out together, and, and it's like, what are you going to do? It's Aretha Franklin, and not a single person complained that night from sweating it out while watching Aretha Franklin on stage.
Interesting. And the State Theater did publish a Facebook picture yesterday from that 2006 performance, and it did share it on the WCTC page. Really just a moment in history of one of the all-time greats coming to New Brunswick, New Jersey. And in fact, Kel, that wasn't her only appearance at State Theater, was it?
It wasn't. We were so excited about that. We pretty much immediately started negotiations with having her the very next year because we had our big annual gala, and we needed an artist. And, I mean, first person on our list was Aretha Franklin, and we got her. And that was, again, May 19th, the following year. But we learned a thing or two from that show in 2006, and we actually purchased branded Aretha Franklin fans for everyone to hold in the audience and to enjoy the performance.
What a great idea. Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. And to have someone like her play the State Theater Gala, which is always a gigantic show with one of the biggest names out there. Boy, you guys had to be pinching yourselves when you said, Aretha Franklin's coming back for our gala. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I mean, when it comes to the biggest concert of the year for a venue, you want the best of the best. And Aretha obviously was the best of the best. And, I mean, to hear respect, for your big events, just amazing. I mean, it just gives me tingles to this day.
Yeah.
And, seeing that on our stage, again, just to be able to say that she was on the State Theater stage in New Brunswick, just amazing, Bert.
Yep, just remarkable. Kelly Blithe is my guest this morning here on WCTC. She, of course, and I host the All Access with State Theater New Jersey radio show. It's heard every Thursday at 6 here on WCTC, and we're remembering the late, great Aretha Franklin, who passed away yesterday from pancreatic cancer at the age of 76. So just great memories and just incredible chapters in the history of State Theater New Jersey, Kelly, that you could have someone like Aretha Franklin come through those doors and perform. Just remarkable, remarkable memories. Some shows that are coming up very soon. I know everybody at the theater is still very excited about this symphonic tribute to Prince. That's literally coming up in just about 2 weeks or so, I believe.
Yeah, September 6th for you. Speaking of another, late, great Prince.
Yeah.
Taken from us too soon. And his estate actually put this together. It's the first and only estate-approved Prince tribute. And it's actually being curated and arranged by Questlove of the Roots, who actually is a very big Prince fan, and really something special for him to kind of put this show together and really pick the pieces, pick the band. And it's a top-notch band, a full symphony orchestra, performing not only Prince's greatest hits, but some of those lesser-known gems that fans are really going to love.
Yeah, that's going to be a special night. So get some tickets and information. Just very simply go to the State Theater website, stnj.org, and don't miss what's going to be another history-making night at State Theater. But there'll never be another Aretha Franklin, Cal. I was trying to think this morning who potentially could be the next one to come along. And, boy, it takes decades of success and perseverance and just keeping your name out there to even get on the same level as somebody like Aretha Franklin. It really does.
It really does, Bert. I mean, the years that she has been in the music business, I mean, that's not, that doesn't happen around a lot these days. And, and the fact that she had success, like, pretty much right out of the gate and just kept going, and she performed for how many presidents, and, and she received how many honorary doctorates, and
yeah.
It's just amazing career, and so happy that she was able to perform at the State Theater.
Yeah, when you look at, from the great chart-topping success in the 60s all the way to performing at President Barack Obama's inauguration, I mean, that's generational span right there of success and just pop culture relevance that I don't know if we're ever going to see again, Kel. I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure either, Bert, and it makes me really sad to think about that. But you know what? The music lives on, Bert.
That's right.
The music lives on.
Yep, it always will. Kelly Blithe, Director of Communications, State Theater, New Jersey. Thanks for your time this morning, Kel. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Thursday for another edition of the show. How's that?
Sounds good, Bert.
All right. Have a great day. We'll see you then. All right, Kelly Blithe, the Director of